Welcome everybody back to another Madden sim. Today we are seeing the Juggernauts meet each other. Now if you don't know who the Juggernauts are, catch up. Because these two teams aren't the Juggernauts, but later today we have the only undefeated teams probably not going to be undefeated anymore. What is up, Axel and Bendy? What is going on in chat? You guys are stupid. Alright. I don't know if Andre is here. Is it staticky again? Alright, I just don't know how to change the microphone. So we're just gonna roll with that. If it's good, good. I'm not muted. I was muted for a second, but I'm not now. Very, very quiet. Well, I don't have a microphone. That better? Hope it is. Because I don't know how to help. Sound like I'm underwater. That better? Hope it is. It's what you're going to have to deal with, Axel. Because I got nothing to change it. I don't have my spare microphone on me. Ooh, unfortunate missed extra points. Gonna probably kill the Jags. Yeah, I was working on that, but Andre's supposed to do that. Well, that one definitely could have gone better for the Cardinals. So much for a revenge season, because Jalen Monroe played awful, but Goff just still being Jared Goff sucks. Jared Goff is getting upgraded, but he's not playing like it. He's an old guy now. Alright, I headed to Tennessee. That's not Tennessee. I thought Tennessee was near the bottom of like worst coaches, which is why I thought he got fired, but I was wrong. Titans are taking on a struggling Chiefs. We don't really know what's wrong with the Chiefs because their offense is one of the best in the league. But I guess their defense is dead last. Definitely a momentum game for both these teams. They got fired, Arrow. That's what I said. Nick Bolton got the same amount of tackles as touchdowns as Mahomes. Went to go see Drew Aller. Mahomes has struggled against rookie quarterbacks, strangely enough. Maybe it's just a new breed of players that just are his kryptonite. They are down 10-7. And Chiefs figure it out. Now double their score, but the Titans, right on their heels, not anymore. There's a dub. Yeah, I probably should refrain from roasting Mahomes for the fact that he'll come out and put up stats like that. I'm a Broncos fan, Axel. That's my job, is to have beef with Mahomes. The Titans still lead their division, but the Jaguars might tie them. So Marco, I don't see a Hindanger here. As we head to Marco's old team, we're going full circle. Kelvin Banks Jr. with the upgrades. We get to go see JJ. And Luther. Alright, here we go. And Marco got out before the Falcons could lose another game 28-3. Yeah, this one ain't looking pretty. 31-10. JJ is always fun to watch. I would agree. But so is Desmond, if you can find the red zone. This next game is not a prime time, but has crucial implications for both teams. Bro won a Super Bowl and got out of there, and that is exactly what he did. Now, Caleb Williams came in to Minnesota, led them on, what is it, 13-4 record. If they lose this game, he will already have 3 L's in his second season. Statistically, not great. But Detroit just traded for Kyler Murray, and they're seeing if that fits a little bit better than Goff. I don't understand the trade, but the fact of the matter is that it happened, and the Lions are going to try to make the best of it. And that's a 4th and 1. Bro pulled a Rams Von Miller. He really did. The Vikings go for it and don't get it. They just tried to out Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell. That was horrible. Horrid execution. And now the Vikings. Oh my goodness. Kyler Murray, the 360 no-scope incomplete. Murray's played pretty well. But Cam Patterson hit a kick. Don't know why it stopped. Alright, Murray, number 12 here in Detroit, and that's a first down. Probably for about 20. Reynolds on the catch, no timeouts for the Rams. Gotta be quick about it. Murray, forward pass. He is so short. They're going to go for the field goal a little early. They were cooking. A 56-yarder for Patterson. Kick is... Wow. Patterson barely squeaked it in there. Oh, I agree, but it could have been a better pass. As the Vikings will now try and run it out and get nowhere. My point is he had the running back. And the Vikings going to try to maybe get something off the outside. Not looking super pretty. Madden will sell them if they don't kick it now. Fair enough. Caleb Williams. They're actually going to try to win it here. And it's picked off. You really got to hope that that isn't PI. There's pass interference on the defense. Will Harris sold the interception and ultimately sold the game. That's a horrible way to go out, Lions. They had every chance to win it. Caleb with a great game. We'll be bringing that one up later on this season. Now, a very intriguing divisional matchup next. We got the Steelers playing host to the Bengals, and the Browns sitting right between the two of them. No, the Browns are sitting at the bottom. Smail Mondon Jr. It's a great name. Steelers actually had a weekly award last week. That's strange. And it's the offense versus defensive juggernaut. I want to say these two played week 1. They did. And in that week 1 matchup, the Bengals won by 5. Quinn Ewers played great last week in a win against the Browns, who were supposed to be good, but as you can see, we're not, after Cade is already getting trade rumors to go to Buffalo. But the Steelers, with a win here, can maybe make a case for the division later on. And they are up 24-0. This is definitely the defensive side winning. Donovan Wilson with the pick, and that is game. Quinn Ewers, no touchdowns, but who needs touchdowns when you get wins? Just gonna ignore that comment. Now, we always love a father-son matchup. So next we have the Packers versus the Bears. But this time the Bears actually look like a respectable team. Not sure I like it, but it's the case nonetheless. Packers get a few upgrades, and Kenny Pickett has looked awful these past 2 weeks for the worst offense and worst defense. But the Bears just do enough to get the win. Like, the Packers played the Cowboys, and usually that's a Packers win. but with Kenny Pickett throwing under 100 yards, under 75 yards actually, yeah, you can't really account for much. Bears with a quick 7, followed by 3. Howie Johnson, that's a great name for a kicker. Don't really know why, I just kind of like it. Jordan Love over Kenny. We could be seeing that, but Kenny Pickett does have a 7-point lead on now. The 38-17 lead on the undefeated Bears, who will no longer be undefeated. When you switch a quarterback, it takes a moment. And that is really what we saw this game with Kenny Pickett's 5-touchdown game. Granted, 65% completion rate, but Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson seem to finally found chemistry with him, which is really what you need when you have a team. Kenny Pickett came in and struggled. But all you need is a few games to finally click it together, and they did. Like I said, father-son game. Much needed win there for the Packers, who are now tied up 2-2 with the rest of their respective division. Some upgrades at safety for the Texans, who will be taking on the most balanced team in the Niners. Actually, I love how your comment aged horribly. 49ers, quick 7, followed by 3, followed by another 7 in just the first quarter. Patrick Queen with an int, and that is 24-0, 31-0, and we just hit halftime. Goodness gracious, Deshaun Watson, maybe coming back to Houston was not in your best interest. They did come back, make it look a little bit better, but that was ultimately awful. Jalen Hurts, great game. Still taking Love. Alright, Axel, I question it, but whatever you say. You got to keep in mind Kenny Pickett had 2 bad games. That was it. And he's made the playoffs the past 2 seasons. He should be fine. Saints, however, Dak Prescott, when he doesn't have a stacked team around him, looks similar to Dak Prescott, but the worst points per game. These two teams suck on offense, but the Saints are bad on defense while the Buccaneers are redeeming their whole entire offense on their defensive side. Here we go. This is going to be a low-scoring affair. 13-3 at half. But, wow, the Saints going to get their first win. Buccaneers. I guess when your offense is just horrid, you can't rely on your defense for 5 straight games. Hoops updated. Glad Hoops updated. Want to know who needs an update? Baker Mayfield. And the Bucks at quarterback. Probably still won't play it though. But finally a victory for the Saints. Now the game everybody's been waiting for. The Commanders have had, want to count with me, 4 for 4 primetime games this season and have won every single one. Zach Eddy, I guess, Cupcake, I don't pay attention. Heavy rain. This is going to be a huge one where the Eagles, I'd say, might be the better team. They have the number 1 offense, the number 11 defense, which should be the first big team that, I don't know, it's hard to overestimate Shadur. There we go. And quick 7 for the Eagles, but the Commanders get 7 too. Don't worry about Shadur. He'll get points up. Maybe not as many as the Eagles. Clearly not as many as the Eagles. Well, he looked impressive this game. I mean, when 3 ints, that really would do it. And Brian could not run the ball. Yeah, the Eagles secondary had some fun today. 3 ints is not great, but you're playing the Eagles. So it's really understandable if you think about it. Browns and Cade. This could be Cade's last game as a Cleveland Brown before he gets shipped off to Buffalo. Which honestly I hate to see, because you don't like watching rookie quarterbacks just get flipped around. It's not a fun endeavor as the Colts go up 7, but Cade leads the Browns to 7 as well. 10-10, 17-10, 17-17. Fourth and 9 for Anthony Richardson. They're going to use their first timeout. I can see why. Because you need to make sure you get in the right play call. What Juggernauts are meeting? The Jets? Oh my goodness, what a pass! Who is that? Who's number 80? Is that Jelani Woods? Anthony Richardson only needs a touchdown. That's Jonathan Taylor out the backyard. Out the backyard. Out the backfield. Goodness gracious. Mo Alley? Is that Mo Alley? Anthony Richardson somehow evades everyone for a walk-in touchdown. Okay. We'll allow it. That is just stupid. And the kick held by Minshew, is good. 99 yards. Browns got 52 seconds. Mo Alley Cox might be the next Albert Okunlebanon. Oh, that's Jelani Woods. Mo Alley Cox doesn't even play here. Yeah, that's Woods. Alright, Cade. 4-year career, basically. Cade over the middle, incomplete. Daniel Carlson, the kicker for the Browns. I don't know if I like that hairdo. .318 total yards. Not a bad day. Cade takes a shot. Yikes. 158 yards. Yeah, Cade, I think it's about time you realize you suck. In a QB away situation, that really explains the Browns. Klubnik swatted incomplete. Only 66% from the field. Which is pretty bad. For a game, you gotta pick up a first. Cade, again out of bounds. And the Colts gonna knee out the clock and win the game. Moving the ball, really important. And Cade could just not do that. As the Browns drop to 1-3 and will trade Klubnik in the entirety of their future for Josh Allen. As Downs and Richardson get an upgrade. TJ, the Bears did play, yes. Yeah, Cade can develop. No, I don't think Andre was expecting to be happy today, to be completely fair. TJ, you can go back and watch it, or you can get it spoiled, or you can look on the stream. We got the up-and-coming Patriots, as much as it pains me to say that, versus the struggling Bears. Bills. Goodness gracious. Here we go. Patriots get 7. Josh Allen, for some reason, taking the brunt of the hate here in Buffalo. And ultimately hasn't done that much wrong. He hasn't done a whole lot right, but he hasn't done anything wrong. And all he needs is a first down. And they're not going to get it. They'll get a field goal, though. Huge play from Mack to Tyler. Cade isn't a playbook where they value Najee. 100%. And that's a safe place to be for a rookie quarterback, as Mack is going to just ground it. As there's 18 seconds on the clock, they need a touchdown to tie an extra point to win. Mack attack, again, chucking it out of bounds. Mack, here's the handoff. Not sure I agree with the play call, but 4th and 3 makes it manageable. They have no timeouts, and that is game. Definitely do not agree with the play call. Maybe you should not trade Josh Allen. I don't think he should. I mean, only 1 touchdown is not great. A 125 QBR and 82 ground yards. Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen is a great elite quarterback. And for some reason, he's just deciding he wants to throw the towel in instead of trading his picks and going and building a solid team. As Josh Allen goes up to a 98 freaking overall. Granted, they are 1-3, but this next game is crucial for them because the Ravens play the Jets in Baltimore. Aaron Rodgers is undefeated this season, and usually Aaron Rodgers, in the year he retires, goes crazy. And I'm thinking this is probably the year. Oh, I think it definitely is too, Frosty. It is 28 picks, but it is a first. And it's a pick that is eventually going to be used. 2029, maybe not. I don't know yet. 7-0, 7-7, 14-7, 21-7, 21-14, 21-21. This is a juggernaut smash. Jets, with Aaron Rodgers, 4th and 15, going to be forced to punt. They need to get a defense to stop. They do. And they go for it on a 4th. No, they punted. Out the back of the end zone. Aaron Rodgers. And what a pass to Conklin. Up to the 49. .123 on the clock for Aaron in our game of the week. And amazing catch there by the Devontae Adams. Love to see these guys partnering back up together. 9 catches for 147 is ridiculous. Rodgers picked off! Is this a pick six? Rodgers on the chase down. And Rodgers gets the tackle. And he's picked off by Stevens. Rodgers has some words for him. But Brandon Stevens been playing great for the Ravens thus far this year. Who is that though? Whoops. Alright, we need to go fast. There we go. Stevens. Yeah, I don't see no Stevens. That is game. Honestly, Andre should go, like, get Drake May or somebody. Ravens are now 4-0. The only 4-0 team. The only one that might be able to rival them is the Cowboys. Alright. Now we got Seattle. If I can find Seattle. Can I beat Frosty? We'd love to see it if I could. Seattle is 1-2, so are the Rams. Displaying statistically the worst team in the league overall based. 12 overall difference. Means nothing when you're the Rams. Rams almost get a score, but miss a field goal. Seahawks get 7. Rams find a way to also get 7. And in the fourth, it is a tie game. Come on, Rams. We're going from the 33. Here's Fields, throws it out of the backfield. Fields not been super reliable today. As though Josh Allen isn't being traded, the latest trade was vetoed. The one with the 2028 picks was not vetoed. And Justin Fields takes a horrible sack. But there's a new trade that is not currently in veto. Andre did not type it in veto. So I don't know what you're on, especially since you're not in the veto committee. 4th and 10, Rams are going to be forced to punt to Seattle. Seattle going to field the ball around the 20 and get it up to about the 30. Yes, he tagged veto to the previous trade, not to the 2028 trade. Here's CJ to DK, or is that CD? That's CD. DK plays for the Ravens. And the throw over the middle incomplete for Stroud, who's almost under 50%. Why are we cheering for CJ? And it's caught by Kyle Pitts. I forgot I don't own the Rams. I don't have to cheer for them. But I like the Rams doing good. And CD. I know, I forgot. Here's the throw over the middle to Tank Dell. Timeout. Field goal for the win. What is Andre going to do without a wide receiver? I don't know. The kick for the Seahawks is good, and that will be game. And my device is overheating. Seahawks sneak one. Rams dropped to 1-3 in a very sad fashion. Got 3 games left on the day, all of which are the fun ones, in my opinion. Chiboshla. Axel, I don't think it's crunch time, but if you say so. The last 4 games we have all hopped into, which means statistically we probably won't be hopping into many more today. Also, my iPad's about at 5%, so we're going to try to get through these ones without going to overtime. I was worried about that Rams-Seattle one. Nobody wanted that one to go to OT, because that game would just suck in overtime. Giants are up 9-7, make that down 5, make that down 12, and down some more. 4th quarter, and that'll be a Panthers win. Bryce Young seems to be figuring some stuff out. Michael Penix obviously played better, but the defense and the running game is just something they were not prepared for. Whoopsies. Now, fun fact of the day, the Cowboys sheets. No dogs. The Cowboys have never beaten the Broncos in my Madden sim. I think. Frosty, that overtime literally did suck. Like, that was literally the definition of horrible. Yes, the Broncos won 56-28 in their only matchup that they've had, which means that the Cowboys have not beaten the Broncos. So that would be 19... in about 27 years. Real life and in Madden sim. Will the Cowboys finally break that streak of 27-ish years? Probably. They have the better team. But the Broncos are up 3, now down 4, now up 3. Seems like we're going to be going tied into halftime. 13-10, 13-13. And interception by Justin Simmons. Pick 6 for Justin Simmons as the Cowboys now under 2 minutes. Trying to break it. That was the first turnover for Trevor today. And it is 2nd and 1, trying to tie up this game. The throw and the missed tackle by Josie Jewell. Now, PS2, oh yeah, PS2 head top. Yep. Lawrence throwing wide open, 27. DeJean caught him, helping Simmons and Murray Jr. on the tackle. 1st and goal, Bijan, that's his 2nd catch today. And free blitzer for 54. Ernest Jones with a sack. The device is still overheating. We hope it doesn't crash. Need a touchdown for the Cowboys. We always love the Bronco-Cowboy matchup. 2nd and goal for Lawrence. They use their timeout, and that's a touchdown. Tatarion McMillan, the rookie. Just able to outspeed the secondary. The kick is up for the Cowboys. And now we get to go see Tua turn the ball over. I forgot about that. I was like, we'll just get the ball back in overtime and we'll probably be able to chill. But I forgot that I really don't like my team that much. And a huge run back to the 26. It could have been caught up short. Here comes number 8, Tua. Just under 40 seconds as Tua's going to take a shot over the middle. Caught by 41. Wish I could tell you who that is, but half my screen is covered by an overheating sign. Tua only needs to get a field goal, throwing on the run, this time to Sutton for 8. Lutz cannot hit from this range, at least, as Tua is going to be decked by Odigizua. That's Dallas' 3rd sack, and they're just going to let that go to OT. Huge sack to end regulation. And the Cowboys have the edge. The only thing is that pick 6. Coin flip time. Broncos win the toss. Carter and Singleton are the captains. For the defense, followed by the quarterbacks on the offense. Forgot Carter's name, but here we go. Here's the kick to the Broncos. And this time also, again, going to be run out. He's going to bring it up to the 22. 2020 game. The Cowboys trying to snap that 27-year losing streak. And Kamara going to be... No, that's Derrick Henry going to be brought up short. Micah Parsons on the TFL. Now has his ability on. Might want to consider blocking him. Might want to consider blocking him. A second straight TFL. Maybe don't run it into that side. And here's Derrick Henry. No, that's Kamara. Bringing up a 4th and 3. Probably still going to be a punt because the Broncos are not the Lions. And here's the punt. It is high to the 32, and he's going to be brought down by 50 and 57. Lawrence going to try to get in the end zone here, or just take a field goal. And the quick throw to Hawkinson. Broncos defense has been picked apart in the short game, except for that one interception. And here's the play action out of the backfield. Bijan, big hit by Surtain. Bijan's 3rd catch. Getting some audibles down. Lawrence takes the hike. Free blitzer. Kool-Aid. McKinstry play that banjo. 10-yard loss for Lawrence. Takes them way out of field goal range. And here's the run for Bijan as he's going to be tackled by Leonard and about half the Broncos as he picks up his 100th yard for today. 8 on that run alone. 3rd and 12. Leonard now has 10 tackles, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning in OT. This could be the game right here. 1st down, you're in field goal range easily. Here's the throw over the middle, wide open. You hate to see it. To McMillan again. 7 for 98. And Lawrence again almost picked off by, who is that? It's Murphy. Byron Murphy. Now with a few more runs, you can take out the clock and take a kick. Here's the throw, it's tipped. Incomplete, dang it. That could have been the game. Second and 10. Lawrence the throw, out of bounds, taken out by Murphy. 3rd and 4. Lawrence gonna try to throw it. Wide open. Taken up short. Timeout for the Cowboys. Do they just not trust their kicker? Maybe they don't have one. They have Evan McPherson. Here's the run for Bijan. And he gets tackled into the end zone. Very unfortunate. You really gotta run the ball better if you're the Broncos with Derrick Henry. You gotta lock down a rookie. Whoops, that's not what I meant to click. What disrespect? The 27 years that he's lost to the Broncos. Yeah, he has Evan McPherson. The Cowboys are now the only 4-0 team along with the Ravens. As we now have the Chargers and Raiders. If one of these teams wins, I do believe that they will take the division. Cupcake, just in case they miss, they want to take out some time off the clock. I don't know why they didn't run it, but it's just the scheme that Axel runs. High risk, high reward. Our final game for this week. Austin Eckler, really the one carrying this Chargers team. Yeah, imagine losing to me for 27 straight years. Chargers up 3-0 with a 50-yard field goal, and the Raiders now take a lead. But not anymore. I wish I could see the score, but I can't. There we go. And, uh-oh. Bo Nix. Let's go take a W. Austin doesn't get to help you now. Bo over the middle, wide open. Jacoby Myers. They need a touchdown to win. They got 67 seconds to do so. Bo cross-bodied 88. Pick up a 7 to Dallas. Goddard. 2nd and 3. Bo, another first down. 6 up to the 26. Bo has his team moving quick. 45 left in the 4th. The throw to Hunter Renfrow, first down. Up to the 16. Bo Nix, no touchdowns today. 29 seconds left on the clock, and he has time to get another one. Or his first one. Here's the throw, almost picked off by 25. He knows it. Winfield, you gotta bring that one in. Bo. Oh my goodness, what a diving catch. There's the last timeout. You maybe have one play. I don't know why you'd run it here. They won't. The throw, a little bit out of his range. Murray Jr. on the defense. Touchdown and an extra point wins it. Bo throwing incomplete. That was a big hit. Kobe's turned into something here, though. Alright, do you take 2 more throws? 88, wide open touchdown! Dallas. Got her. And here's the icing of the kicker on the extra point. Cupcake, yeah, you're probably going to lose. The kick is up and good, and the Raiders will take the lead. 10 plays, 79 yards, minute 40. Alright, a little bit of a short kick for the Chargers. He's going to make a move. Bring it out to the 25, 5 seconds left. Herbert. What do you mean this guy's a check-down warrior? He moved the ball with efficiency down the field, and Herbert is the real check-down warrior trying to throw a check down 1 with 1 play left. Bo Nix played better than Herbert. In the run game, Eckler was better than Brees, but Bo made it up. Bo is him. Bo might be the best quarterback in our division. Who has a shot at the playoffs, because let's be honest, the Chiefs really don't. Cameron with the upgrade, and the Chargers with back-to-back L's. And those are your final scores for this week. Lamar, JJ, and Patrick, the top quarterbacks. CMC, Josh, and Najee. Up next, Kyle Phillips. Don't really know who that is. But TJ Watt now leads in sacks. Myles Garrett taking a step down. Now, if I'm a Chargers fan, I'm not happy. Broncos Broncos now have a pretty important game against the Raiders next week, as that will probably decide the division. As wow, I was not expecting the Raiders to move up to own the division. Alright, games to watch out for next week. Raiders, Broncos is going to be important. You also got Eagles, Vikings, and Cowboys, Commanders. Lots of 2-2 teams. Bills, Chargers. That'll be a fun one to see who's going to be taking the rest of this season. Let's go AFC. Wow, everybody's 2-2. In the NFC, the Cowboys, and there's a ton of 3-1 teams, followed by 2-2, and literally every single team in the league has won a game. That definitely will, what's the word, play into effect later on in the season, as I want to go ahead and view the top players of the season so far. Here's number 1, number 2. There's our first rookie. And there's Bear with 3, and Hall Jr. with 3. Does not look big enough to do much. But can he pick up 5 touchdowns? Yeah, probably. Alrighty. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. Hope to see you guys tomorrow for week 5. Oh, I didn't even